Hello and welcome. It is the third day of January 2018. My name is Derek. Welcome. Everything you do within your own risk, own reward, like always. And this is a hashtag crypto trading video. This is a chart from Coin Exchange, their website or their exchange, coinexchange.io. /BTC on the 60-minute time frame. I woke up this morning seeing had a few sell orders hit all the way up to 200 and change, or 220 even, 0.022, in which I was able to sell at some there, a little bit in here, a little bit in here, and I even think a little bit in here as well. Got to buy it all back instantly after the fact, so that was very sweet to be able to just have these orders in for days upon days upon days where nothing was happening until now. So now the sell orders are back where they were before. A little bit higher because I was able to buy back about 130% of what I sold for about 78% of what it cost me or what I was able to get in the sell order. So I profited a bit of Dash and a bit of Bitcoin. How do you do? Looking at it on the Polo exchange against Bitcoin, it really hasn't been doing much, hence the reason why I haven't had many sell orders recently. But I guess with the price action in at this key support level, that's key. You know, in chart action, if it breaks below this area, you're probably gonna see a decent red candle down. You'll probably come back to where you came from, and from what I'm viewing here, just where it would seem to be. When a market has an extended situation like this, where it breaks resistance, well, where's the first place you would expect it to go to? Where was the previous level of support in here? Okay, I know it's not the straightest of lines, but that's where it resisted. So therefore, you got the key levels. Okay, so that's going to be another resistance point again if it goes there. Breaking above that, you got this rectangular resistance level in here. And let's move on to the next chart. Litecoin with a relatively similar situation, as it managed to encounter this rally, but then come back to where it came from. It has been developing some key levels of support, but nothing as solid as the current Dash level. But first we have this current level in here. We had this support mark around here back on the 18th. And then again down towards this point. But the resistance level for the Litecoin against the cross of Bitcoin is big, because we can see just on this level that the 0.02 is huge, but on a longer term time frame. And we'll use the 3-day time frame for such. We can see that the market did manage to come back to where it came from and successfully has resisted a little bit at least. And for a bullish scenario, the first time that it came up, it did such bullishly because it made a significant higher low to where it came. Now after that, it broke below, but it was a matching low with this area after breaking down below here. And then it matches it, but no, it made a newer low. However, that means we've had a significant level that we know about in here. So holding anything above this is really what it comes down to. And as it stands, this level is much above that number. So if it does even decline a bit more to here, okay, well, it's still holding above that major key point. And so many times with these cryptos, you see things go down and it goes down. And it's like, man, I thought this was going to go up. And sometimes you just have to wait it out. Sort of like back in here, it goes down, and there's all your losses back instantly. And that's what I expect with a lot of these markets. Have some decent gains and some losses that take a long time that could distribute your portfolio down a bit. And next thing you know, in a small percentage of that time, it's got nice gains to follow. And I realized that it could come down here, spend maybe 2 months, and then, oh, wow, what a nice 7-day run that just came in, and the price is 0.027 or 0.03. Looking at the Litecoin pattern against the US dollar, I can draw some trend lines in, like this one in here. Against Coinbase, it's not broken it. Against Kraken, it has. But overall, we're in a situation where we've got uptrends regardless of how you're drawing them in, still holding. And this resistance level, which you got a little bit for it to still need to clear, but that's more like this 18 average as a gauge and market direction. As you have the declining one and such, you have the flat one, barely above but holding. Okay, that's one of the early steps needed in a reversal of trend. It still would like to have a little bit of a small pop up towards here. 18 average will have a nice smaller rate of ascent increase along the same time frame, and then maybe a little bit of a pullback, sideways consolidation, and then further rise. Now you're in a nice bull market, and you'd expect to have a good chance of moves, sort of like in here with large green candles of like many in a row, or just 1 or 2 large size ones. When we look at the pattern with Ethereum, interesting. This is a US dollar chart, 400-minute time frame. And we have the resistance level, comes back with a nice correction, resisting this key level of support, breaking that level, and now we have the stabilization to where it didn't spend as much time at before. All this thing to me looks like it's ready to have a decent size gain further. Whether it's going to need any type of short-term correction before it makes its move higher, I don't know, but I do realize the likelihood of seeing price action only a little bit, but noticeably above those key levels. Oh, we're looking at big moves, aka things that look like this. Let's move on. And now let's take a look at Ripple to end this video. Well, what can I say? We've had a gain at the earlier part of 2017 that was just phenomenal in here, and now it's doing it again. So last time when it had its gain, it was pretty decent. Let's just take a look at this one from the low. Okay, I need a bigger line than that. And we'll move it to this one. So it tells me, yeah, it could have some higher gains, but it's also becoming overextended. Those who bought in here were able to get small profits or hold for a while and see larger profits coming in now. The overall price correction didn't hurt too badly, priced in dollars, although Bitcoin did outperform the price during this time frame when it didn't in Ripple. Meaning the Ripple price against Bitcoin looked terrible. But how much further can this go higher? I don't know. It's over $2 now. It could go 3, 4, 5, 10 and then have a huge pullback down lower. But whenever you have a move like this, there's only going to come a time at some point when it's going to retrace. The question is when. I would never be a buyer here looking at this chart, because I know it would have been smarter to buy here. And the further it goes, the more overextended it's going to become. Something that I would have said back in, well, that was previous high from this resistance in here. So it's a dangerous situation to buy, but there's definitely more upside room that could be available. I'm going to end this video. Thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.